There we go. Don't put that there, put that over here, you goddamn idiot. There we go. And that. There. I should be done.
Who said what?
No, I'm actually just finishing my. I'm now
Fair
live.
enough.
I am now live.
Alright, good.
Done. Let me go to my profile. Finishing my. And there we go. Where should I send my YouTube stream?
Let's see. First thing.
I should turn this off as well. Is the update good?
Not quite yet, since she's fixing some last minute issues.
Alright. I'm sending my base stream here in the chat. Do Should I also put mine after yours check?
Yeah, you might as well chime in on Tiberium's in general. Just make
Okay.
sure that we're not able to be heard yet until it's time, you know? Strange, my OBS studio just disconnected, huh? Hava, can you still hear the stream?
Nope. In fact, I see the spinning wheel at the center of the stream.
Okay.
Oh, I see. My internet briefly had a stroke. Can you see it now? Strange, my OBS studio
There was
just
a network error.
disconnected,
Please
huh?
try again. Alright, let's reload then. Okay, it's
Hava, can
functional
you still
again.
hear the stream? Okay, my internet had a
Oh,
brief dip
nope.
there.
Spinning wheel. I see the spinning wheel at the center of the stream.
Okay.
Reloading the Thigma Horizon.
Oh, I see. My internet briefly had a stroke. Can you see it
Reloading the
now?
entire thing.
Strange, my OBS studio
There was
just
a network error.
disconnected,
Please
huh?
try again.
I'm putting mine as well.
The first thing they hear.
Nice.
Sorry, everyone, and to those who's watching and watching later.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, welcome to Tiberium Genesis. Yeah, a little bit showcase of what we do and what we have already. And, yeah. Yeah, it's the first time for me, so not easy for me. But, yeah. Let's start it first. Oh, nice.
That I'll switch to.
Jekyll, is it working?
Yep, it should be streaming. I can see it on my OBS. I made sure to time it as soon as you hit the start, like actually started the mission, you know?
Mm-hmm. So first, this is just a little simulated skirmish map. It's just working now with the AI, so no players here. It's just single player.
Lord,
Nice. Nice. Like,
That was beautiful, Sentry.
Lord.
it's almost best side, huh?
This is the
Sentry,
one thing that
I think
makes it
try
amazing.
to use press backspace when you
Oh, what?
backspace
Why backspace?
for better. So the people in chat can see us clearly, see the whole model clearly.
Huh? In backspace? Oh, you mean?
Yes, that one.
Uh. Oh.
God, these
It
are.
turns out, Sentry, that I can full stream your actual Discord stream, and it won't have a stroke with OBS, so I'm doing that, so they'll be able to see even better now. I wasn't sure if I could, but means it'll look better now.
So it's working well?
Yeah, it appears to be working well. It's
Okay.
even able to full screen the thing. Now there is obviously some
Choppiness.
stuttering and choppiness, but that's why we're doing this instead of even trying to stream on Twitch. Most of the time it looks good, so it's all good.
A full detailed interior.
Yeah, but it's very simple right now. Really basic. Oh well. Nice. Oh,
That's
go fuck yourself.
a small glitch.
This wasn't the plan.
Whoops.
So yeah, for those watching, as you can see, it's still a work in progress. Sentry's been
Yeah.
trying very hard to get all this stuff ready in time. Because for a little for context, Arma is a nightmare to work with in general. Its modding tools are very outdated and have a lot of issues, especially working with structures and their geometries.
Considering
For
it's
those
a
of you
10-year
that are
game.
Indeed. And even back then, its engine had issues. So the work Sentry's done here is actually very legitimately impressive, because to do all this modeling and geometries is no easy feat in Arma. Especially because, well, bluntly put, I know for a fact Sentry has worked very hard to make it where the AI can actually feasibly use these structures. And Arma AI is notoriously bad with working with structures. But they are able to, and Sentry's done all sorts of work here. Very impressive. He's even gotten it to have things like headlamps and whatnot, which is pretty cool for the units to have that.
Here we have a riot trooper. Very different design one as well. And a random crate. Ooh, lucky. And also a functioning EMP mine.
So, also for me it's important to make some infantry stuff, so infantry possibilities, like the possibility, the bridges are very big and sometimes long, so the infantry is an easy target. So the infantry is able to go subterranean, so into the bridge, and move inside the bridge. Just to be safe.
An underground passageway. To those who haven't played Dharma 3, this is an actually a rare feat for modders to do. It's rare to see a mod that actually has underground passageways modded into their maps.
It's a real bitch and a half to make that work in Arma.
It is.
Because, bluntly put, Arma, once again, as previously stated, is very finicky with structures and terrain.
And another feat made by Sentry. A working invisibility vehicle. Only 2 mods were able to make this possible, and Sentry is one of them.
So also, if you get some damage, the cloaking will not work anymore.
Now this right here is extremely impressive, as bluntly put, I don't really think I've seen another Arma mod do this, period.
Yep, an underground weapon, an underground vehicle. Something that's able to pull.
Who doesn't love a good GDI barbecue?
Yep.
I could have also gone under the walls and attacked from behind.
Yes, it's a rare oddity in the modding.
It makes that
community.
unit a very fun and interesting one to mess around with.
Yep.
Awaiting orders.
Here's the other colors.
By the way, I like to see the German names there. Rollwurf Panzer and stuff.
Well, our mod
Very
creator
nice.
is German. What do you mean?
I love that you could just do that with that now. God.
And a deployable tank, which is also a rare oddity. Oop, 360.
So for reference, because I know in your case, Buck, you DM'd me asking why it was choppy. It's quite literally because I'm streaming a Discord stream, because the only way Sentry can show it, because he can't Twitch stream himself. That's why to the rest of you as well, we're doing this, because his internet's not good enough for it. So any moments of choppiness are not my stream, it's his stream, but there's nothing to be done about it, unfortunately.
A stream of a stream. Streamception.
Waiting.
I'm just surprised that the German name for Juggernaut is Moloch. sound effects.
Oh wow.
That's a that's
Couldn't be
that
in this
isn't supposed to
position.
happen.
It's a hover tree.
It's a magic tree.
So you can also use the Juggernaut as artillery. With the artillery computer you can select where it has to go to shoot. And you can also use the Juggernaut in a combat mode.
Direct fire. Chuck good. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Half of this showcase is just us shit posting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh,
Wiggle, wiggle.
Oh boy.
Hello, my friend.
Shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, you-
180.
Given the last showcase, you should absolutely show some of the unit types too, Sentry.
Yeah,
Did I?
Yeah,
I don't remember if... Yeah, because I think that the last showcase, the jump jet trooper wasn't in yet, you know?
No, the jump jet trooper was the latest.
Look here, the Chupa Chups tank.
Yeah, Chupa Chups.
Oh fuck.
It died instantly.
Sorry, everyone. That was an inside joke from the community. Apparently, Sentry sees it as a Chupa Chups.
Vehicle textures are not final.
Yeah.
These aren't final. They're still a work in progress. And there might be more to come, more to add, and more to discover.
Rev, you might want to get your mic checked. There's a bit of an audio bleed. It sounds like a fan.
No, it's the audio.
Hmm.
Alright, Bucky312, my friend Buck, says, hope we do a campaign in Arma. So consider that a stamp of approval, Sentry.
Yeah, we also do, Nero will do the campaign terrains. So
Yes, those are the campaign terrains. Those are something I am working on. That is correct. We will do the
Custom campaigns, which is also a very oddity.
Yeah, right now I'm basically trying to redo the original Tiberium Sun ones 1-to-1. But if that doesn't work gameplay wise, I'll tweak them.
Most likely going to tweet them.
What the fuck is this?
Texture bug.
I don't know why this happened now. Motherfucker. So this is our prototype of the RTS build menu. So RTS FPS mode. We got here growing Tiberium fields. So this is one example of that. Yeah, let's see what happens. So first, here's an error.
Building.
So this is the main structure, the construction yard to build the buildings. So we also have added a tech tree. So you can only build with the construction yard at first the power plant like in Tiberium Sun is.
Building.
With that you get the mortar tech tree to the barracks and Tiberium refinery. So let's do the Tiberium refinery as example. This goes a bit
Building.
longer. It's still work in progress, so some stuff goes faster, some stuff goes slower. And we also did build radius. And here you got the harvester. He's getting automated tasks. We did our own AI, so our own FSM for the harvester, that he is able just to go and search Tiberium fields. So Tiberium will also disappear and regrow. And to the top, this yellow is the Tiberium field, the storage. So if he's unloading, yeah, unload. We have triggered it a bit, so you will see it now.
Drifting.
Yeah, it's a bit a must, because the armor AI is a bit stupid. So here, storage is going up. Unload it and back to the field.
It was surprising that you were able to connect this whole thing with the credit system of the Zeus.
So you can also play yourself the harvester. And when the storage is full, it will announce Tiberium silo needed. So our favorite speech. Yeah, so you can also add
Building.
barracks and also Tiberium silo.
Building.
And with the barracks you can also do the walls, wall stuff, gate,
Building.
tower, whatever you want. You can also sell the stuff.
I like the fences around it.
Fences around it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you sell and build stuff. There were temporary fences.
Just like a construction yard.
There is also, I don't know if it's working. No, it's not working.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah, do it again.
bonk.
Yeah, that's a bit about our RTS mode. Still, single player it's a bit boring. In multiplayer it will be more fun.
Still a work in progress.
Yeah, it's still work in progress. But it's hard to make it working stable, so I'm wondering how it will work in the first multiplayer test. Yeah, that's a bit about that. Let's test some stuff. Jack, you have announced something about the Orca fighter.
Could you repeat that?
The Orca fighter.
Oh yeah, the Orca fighters are fun. I love those things. They are really maneuverable. As someone who flies aircraft and armor from time to time, the Orca fighter I really like because, at least personally speaking, it feels really nice to handle. It's very maneuverable. Because as you can see here, Sentry's able to use it quite effectively. It has rocket pods, and it handles pretty well. Which is generally what you want for a,
Fighter.
yeah. And for those of you who see, it's obviously not an actual jet, it's more like a VTOL, Not even strictly like a VTOL, it's some in-between of a I'm pretty sure it's using a helicopter model that was altered, right, Sentry?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah. And it handles really well for that reason. In fact, it handles better than some other instances of it that I've seen, which is impressive to me, personally speaking. Because it's essentially just a really well-modeled helicopter. Which is a necessity and a must when an ion storm can happen. Because as you know, ion storms will EMP air vehicles usually. And this mod does in fact have an ion storm module that does in fact make that happen. So needless to say, having that is a necessity.
One thing, can you try to get to full speed and then try to land it?
No one's going to live for that. Oh. There we go. Got a little present for ya. Oh god, no. I know that problem.
You did see nothing. It's all fine.
For reference, in regards to the Orca fighter, question was asked, is it just rockets? If I recall correctly, the Orca fighter only has rockets for its armament at the current moment. Are there any plans of other armaments for the Orca fighter in the future, Sentry?
Maybe we can do some pylon stuff work, so you can change the whole weapons of it.
Alright.
Give it
Well,
a
there's your answer, Crimson.
sonic grenade.
It may one day get some pylons. Because currently it only has rockets. It doesn't have like a, you know, nose-mounted gun or anything like that yet. Though, for what it's fighting against, thankfully that's not too much of a problem. But, you know.
Traded.
So people wanted that it's able to fight AA. So I temporarily did it,
Well, it is an
But-
Orca fighter after all.
but not sure if I will keep that. So yeah, about some upcoming stuff like the GDI infantry is now new.
You have a new model for it.
Yeah, this is a fresh production.
Small clipping problem though, but it'll be a fast fix.
And Checo, can you show the new not light infantry?
Yeah, sure. Alright, so... For those of can't speak English. For those of you watching my stream, as you'll see in the little side channel for this voice call is some of the instances of the Nod armor. The Nod armor is not quite ready yet, but it does indeed look sexy, Crimson. I fully agree with that statement. Because, well, Sentry put a lot of effort into this. This model looks really good. Now, will it look as good as it does in Arma? Arma has a habit of making things look worse because it has a really shit lighting engine. But it does look really good, and, well, given that the GDI one came out looking so good, it will probably look as good as it did then. And I do agree, Crimson, the GDI stuff looks good too. Also, picture-in-picture scopes. Love those things.
Just to note, the GDI soldier model and the not soldier model and both of the textures, Deverex did this new. So my models will be replaced, like as example, this one here.
This is the old model. Where
Yeah, this one gets replaced to the new one. And just in
Oh, I
case,
can just do that.
just in case that the model is not done by me now.
So, also, I just realized I can full screen it and still have the side VC up, so that's even more effective. I can easily show these images. Ooh, can I show them the Cyborg Commando one, Sentry?
Yeah, of course, that's also work in progress by Deverex.
Yeah.
He has the task currently to make the character stuff.
Yeah, and so for those of you watching, this thing right here is beautiful looking. The Cyborg Commando. It's probably still ways off, but it looks great, as do the actual cyborgs. Because Nod makes heavy use of cyborg infantry for their more elite and heavier infantry. And as you can see, these all look really well modeled. So let me close that so that it is full screened the Sentry stream again. So, for those of you watching, as you can see, Sentry has picture-in-picture scopes. They're really useful. Because, well, you know, they let you see in closer, you know? Now, of course, if I recall correctly, there are some iron sight versions, too. As well as reflex scopes, which are always useful to have, too. Since not everyone can use a picture-in-picture scope, as it is based off an ARMA setting that is fairly intensive to use. Now this weapon right here, the GDI GL8 Demolisher, I adore. Look at that! It's just a grenade launcher, and it's a good one at that. Previous weapon was a railgun, and that one slaps too. But the grenade launcher is amazing.
Who doesn't want a grenade launcher?
Indeed. I mean, it could just fire so many rounds. Can even have a little reflex scope on top.
Yep.
Of course, some of the sidearms that are glorious in this mod is, of course, the good old Desert Eagle, gold-plated, gold polished. Look at that.
But don't worry, we also have different metals available. Don't worry.
Mhm.
Look at the casings.
It also is loud like a Desert Eagle.
Oh, we're showing the forgotten equipment now.
Mm-hmm.
Say hello to the Titan Mark II. And no, it's not that Mark II.
See, I love this because it's literally just two Titan cannons mounted on a Titan instead of just one, which makes it even funnier.
It's just a mammoth on. It's a mammoth on legs. It's an old mammoth tank
Nope.
on legs.
Oh, this is a pretty cool one too. The so Independent is where all the forgotten stuff is, bluntly put, because well, it's the Forgotten. I think you got that set a little too
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 low.
wonky of a place.
The Forgotten and Cabal are being worked on as their own factions, but they are by far not as far along as GDI and not.
Which makes sense because asset-wise, some of their assets, while they may borrow from other factions, other ones are completely out there, and obviously, first and foremost, Nod and GDI need to be ready. But it is very interesting to know that Cabal and Forgotten are going to be added in, since they obviously have some pretty cool stuff. Now, this is the Nod rocket launcher, known as Kane's Fist. It is a really useful rocket launcher.
It is not to be, what was that name? Not to be mistaken with the other Kane's Fist.
So, one question that Crimson had was, okay, question, variation of the armor for the ground infantry for both factions.
What
so,
again?
So, after you finish that, I'll repeat it.
This
As you can
is-
see here, this guy can actually fix stuff up, by the way. It's pretty cool.
they can be recovered.
You can recover, hijack, and so on and so forth, which, of course, gives the Forgotten variant of that vehicle, which is pretty awesome. Because it slaps, and it will never not slap. So, to repeat Crimson's question, he was wondering if there are variants of the ground infantry armor. To answer that question, there is, in fact, variants of the infantry armor. Not like a super ton of them currently, but there are, in fact, several variants of them. There's also several variants of the Forgotten Titan.
As you can see.
Yep. But,
There's
There's
Useless
also
one.
there's also for reference, Crimson, about I forget how many. There's at least like half a dozen color variants of the Nod armor. There's the Cadre version of the Nod armor. There's the Snow version of it that then has several color variants. All the vehicles also have color variants. Everything you see here has color variants, and sometimes even more color variants. Even the walls and structures have color variants. So there are, in fact, several infantry variants. So, for example, GDI's got like this riot unit, which is all black, you know? They have a engineer unit with a technician's vest. They have a squad lead with a different helmet, a jump jet trooper with a backpack that lets them fly, a disc grenade trooper with a backpack that lets them spam the ever-living shit out of
them.
disc grenades. Yep. So there is, in fact, at least several variants to all the infantry armors. Some of them are merely colors, but some of them are actually different armors. Like there's several helmets for Nod, like the Chameleon Spy helmet, the Flamer helmet, the regular Nod helmet, a beret and cap for them. And I know that you like your caps, Crimson. And so both factions generally have a good amount of variation for their armor for ground infantry. There's, of course, structures like this, which is what I mentioned earlier being very impressive. These are modeled for AI and are fully like geometrically modeled too. There's even tunnel variants, which are really cool because you can go through them. That makes Nod's tunnel networks particularly entertaining because you can make a whole fucking tunnel network with them, and they can move around their base safely without having to worry about vehicles or airstrikes. And there's a heaping ton of wall variants here. And each of these wall variants can also be colored differently like you see there. You can have green, blue, red, gold, so on and so forth. So all that you see here not only has a fair amount of props, but a lot of color variants, which just further adds to the amount that you have access to.
By the way, can the color variants be used for faction versus faction, maybe?
Later, yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
And later in the RTS, when we are able to produce the RTS faction, the RTS thing.
no,
Which
of course
helps,
it-
and for Zeus's out there watching this, of course you can already see the uses that you have with this. You can quite literally just make use of all those colors very effectively as Zeus. I know I could easily make it where it's another faction, or I could just color it for the terrain. Now Crimson asks, does the AI have the clipping issue with the tunnel system? Which I think all of us know what he means by that because we've all seen it. Now, where the AI will literally walk through a structure and ignore physics with it.
I think it can maneuver quite well in these structures.
Exactly, because Sentry has gone through the express effort of making sure the geometries and the AI waypoints are as well set up for them as possible. As you can see here, they're actually properly walking through the tunnel and not clipping through it all. You see that, Crimson? So the AI can actually properly navigate these tunnels. They can properly navigate it and even, you know,
They
go
don't,
through it without clipping.
yep, they don't even get the traits from the side.
So to answer your question bluntly, Crimson, it does not have the clipping issue, thankfully, as because of the effort that Sentry put into making sure the geometries of the structure were good, it's very difficult for the AI to accidentally clip through it. Also, I do agree. I will temporarily lower the stream audio as to not deafen people. And as you can see here, Sentry has even made a CTF mode, a capture the flag mode, for those of you who do not know what CTF stands for. It's going to be a part of the showcase later on, along with the PvP mission I made. And it's really well made for a CTF mode, and it should be really fun to play, especially with all the new assets and the set dressing that Sentry did here. It's always cool to have CTF. It's always cool to have CTF, though. And it is a fully functioning CTF mode, as you can see right there.
Yeah, what should I tell more? You still there?
Yep, we're still here.
Okay.
Jekyll still
Yeah, I'm still here.
muted himself just a bit.
No, I muted myself for a moment to cough. Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh,
So, what were you asking?
I'd like to show something else now.
Of course, go ahead.
Go ahead, monsieur. Oh yeah, this thing. I know this thing.
Oh yeah, this is a pretty cool thing.
We can now play as the Division for some reason.
God. That thing sounds bassy with its shots.
Sounds like a flak gun.
It does.
God, how the hell did that fit there? Reminds me of TF2 for some reason.
You know, it kind of does remind me of TF2 in the best sort of way. I gotta tell Bravo about that later. He'd love that.
Oop, there goes the hide.
Also, to quote Crimson, that's fucking cool. So yeah, it is really cool. It is really cool, that thing right there.
Damage models.
And it is destructible, as you can see, so it is not insurmountable.
Yep, it's a... how do you say this? Just a surprise effect for some poor sap.
Nearly dropped something.
I don't know if this works.
Oh, Crimson, don't be sorry for the questions.
does.
I mean, oh, nice. Don't be sorry for the questions, Crimson. After all, part of the whole goal here is, you know,
It's to showcase.
to showcase and Q&A, because part of this time is Q&A, and technically we're in the Q&A part. Technically.
Damage model. Oh, that was quick.
Yeah, they are really hard to fight at.
Corners.
So. Mm-hmm.
And the return of the jump jet.
Here's one of my favorite things. You just straight up got a jetpack that is highly maneuverable, as you can see. To the point where you can even precisely fly under a bridge in Arma. And I've tested on some even closer points. You're just very maneuverable with this jetpack.
Yep.
It just straight up lets you fly around, and verticality is always fun to have. It's honestly one of the better flying jetpacks I've used in Arma.
And as you can see, the EMP can also disable the jump jets, which also means a ion storm can also knock out the
Yep.
jump jet troopers.
Right, and you can custom setting that. So if you just make it off, it doesn't. You have also the ability to add the class names for immune vehicles for the
Yep.
EMP.
So you can also make other vehicles from other mods to be EMP proof.
Yes.
Apparently, it's very expensive to have copper platings.
Also you got here random crates. You can define.
The rare chance to get random crate to spawn the map, and what the hell it actually also creates.
You can also do it like in the rules ini. Just instead of 1, you can do 100.
But it might actually just kaboom your PC.
Nah. I did already 100.
So, one question Crimson had was how much does the Ion Storm disable?
Depending on the settings.
Indeed. Because you can set it where it disables air, ground, and basically everything in between, or you can have it stay on its default, which just disables an EMP's air vehicles and hover, I think. So, you know, it's variable, but by default it will disable only air assets with an EMP, and the EMP only lasts until the Ion Storm abates. So it's not a permanent effect, so to speak.
Though
You can easily edit also the damage scale. So for soldiers, character stuff, man is 100%,
Yeah,
and car
install.
0.3. Yeah, 0.3 is like 30% or something like that. So you can easily change that to your own. As example, for the capture the flag map, I did here man to 0, so because the Iron Storm was just a decoration, like.
The hit probability would be interesting because
Yeah, if you make it to 1, it will always hit you. You can also make it as that all lightnings get to you.
You can make it where the Ion Storm personally has a problem with you.
Yourself, fuck you and your friends.
If I recall correctly, Crimson, the Ion Storm does not affect radios or red dot sites or even picture-in-picture
Yeah.
sites.
They
Yeah.
do not get affected. Only,
Yeah, those are left alone, thankfully.
yeah, only vehicles and the jump jets.
Also,
Yeah.
you got here the Tiberium stuff, so you can let grow Tiberium fields. I just like to tell you something about that stuff. You can also edit damage stuff, so like which kind of classes, as example, not cyborgs are able to heal in Tiberium fields. What kind of items are protective against Tiberium stuff, and is it possible to resurrect infantry killed by toxins? So means if you do that, you can add, as example, in the armor community are some zombie mods or such other stuff. You can add this class here, so means if you die in a Tiberium field, you get resurrected or respawned as like such zombie. So this is the preparation for our Vistorid stuff. So if you die in a Tiberium field, you have the possibility to respawn as a Vistorid, and you can go attack the base as example. So if you want to struggle Revit a bit, you can be a Vistorid. So yeah, that's mostly what to tell about that.
About the nonsense module.
No, this I won't tell. Show.
Okay.
Oh, we haven't shown the new
Yeah.
Nod aircraft.
Huh?
He showed it briefly, the Banshee,
Yeah.
actually, earlier.
Yes, the bench.
Yeah, the half.
I don't think he showed the Harpy. Yeah.
The Harpy.
You
As
might as well
as
show the Harpy.
artillery.
Yeah, the not artillery and the Harpy, and then the buildings. Well, you already showed most of the buildings,
Construction
but you know.
yards, but it's always the same.
Yeah. And the power plant.
You
You showed
can,
that too.
for the Harpies example, it has only the MG, so it's possible to add rocket infantry.
That's one way to get rocket pods.
Yeah.
It's a fucking little bird.
So, but honestly, it's really deadly, huh?
It's a mobile. It has 4 gun. It has 5 guns and 4 rockets that can fire anywhere.
Are there any plans to add pylons to allow it to have some rocket pods mounted? Because even the shape of it kind of looks like it should have a rocket pod on it.
You see already rocket pods, they are alive.
We're not Russians.
That's not what I mean, Sentry, and you know that.
We're not Russians.
You could also just add a variation of it with rocket pods, you know?
Yeah.
Because it is useful for the aircraft to have that sort of, like, multiple things, you know? But that's just like a suggestion. Now, the Mammoth right here is a fun one. The Mammoth is a big fuck-off GDI walker, as you can see. It has multiple weaponry on it. Things capable of being anti-vehicle, anti-infantry, anti-air. The Mammoth just slaps. It's a scary vehicle to go against. This is GDI's super unit, to be blunt. It's very strong. If I'm correct, Nod doesn't have a super unit in this yet, of course. Not if I'm correct. I know that's the case.
Well,
Though, a question of my own, Sentry, I assume Nod will eventually get a super unit in here?
Yeah, that's a cyber commando.
All right.
Ah, fuck.
Didn't they have like that one the Montauk?
That's like the Kodiak. It's like
Oh, that's basically then just a mobile HQ.
yeah.
Will those will the Kodiak and Montauk be added in at any point?
Yep.
All right. So multiple scary units for each faction. The Cyborg Commando, when they're in, will be a scary guy indeed.
This was a good old Tiberium Sun die sound.
That's a must.
Yeah, definitely.
There we go.
But,
Our AI being dumb to shoot.
You can also make it cloaked already. So
Permacloak.
not permacloak. It's like yeah. Also for Tiberium Genesis, rocket stuff is also shooting at infantry.
We do not know
Even-
how, but it locks on infantry. As you can see.
Oh, it went straight for the kill.
Oh, direct impact.
Goodness. So what about the not artillery? How does that handle?
Same like it's not finished. So it's same like the Juggernaut does.
So very much a work in progress. This one.
Yeah.
It reminds me almost of the Spectre in Tiberium Wars.
Well, it is its predecessor.
It has also no deploy animation right now, but you can do the same. You can here use the artillery computer, fire the shell, and also you can, on the right side, you can track your shell. It has a track cam.
We don't. It's a very expensive shell, apparently. It has Wi-Fi and a camera.
Yes. It's Big Brother, you know.
It's very, very freaking expensive. It has a camera. And it's just an artillery shell. It's in the camera.
And also you can use the combat mode.
Direct fire.
Yes, so it's mostly the same like a Juggernaut.
Just for
Crimson
fun,
says
but
that it was cool, the little shell camera. So, what else is left to showcase?
I think that's all.
Yeah, because, I mean, the structures are already partly shown anyways and whatnot. And obviously they're work in progress for the construction yard, the power plants for each, their barracks. They're all pretty cool. After this, I suppose we just go fully into the Q&A section, Sentry?
Yes.
Alright. Well, in the meantime, I will pull up the little side channel just to further show some extra additional images, just as you go through that. So Sentry here also put in the little field guide handbook that you can open up that most people forgets exists. You can actually check information and descriptions for these. Some of them have more description than the others, like the Harvester.
Yeah, the others aren't done yet.
Yeah, but it should cover all the stuff as time goes on. And yeah, for example, the Wolverine, it talks about its history and whatnot, and it's pretty neat. It's a light detail, like a light bit of detailing and touch that I find that Tiberium Genesis has a lot of, because that helps, add to the world, so to speak, After all, little things like this help build it up, Now, as you can see from my stream on the little side, there's some more images of the interiors of structures of those tunnels that Nod has.
Yeah, this is the overworked version, the newer one. So the not tunnels will have more
Shutters.
detailed.
And it also has shutters, apparently.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, as you can see, a lot of things have been added by this update and have been added since the last anniversary event. Now, with that in mind, I guess just the QA section, which is to say, now, Crimson, for the, in terms of proper tanks, the closest thing to a proper tank is the Nod Tick Tank. The Nod Tick Tank, granted, can dig itself into a position to entrench itself to act as both cover, but to also get a better vertical height advantage. But ultimately, it's a light to medium tank. But, yeah, that's basically your tank, so to speak. Because currently, that's most of the vehicle arsenal. I don't recall if GDI has a normal tank in Tiberium Sun. I don't think they do.
They never had one.
Yeah.
Unless you put the old Abrams and old Mammoths that they had in the missions.
Yeah. And so, that's generally what you got for that, They, Nod's the only one with a proper tank, and even then, it can dig itself a little bit, But other than that, it functions like a proper tank, as a main gun and a coaxial, if I recall correctly. Or is going to have a coaxial, because it's clearly on the model. I don't remember. Either way, it shoots things like a normal tank. So, more questions are coming in, and everyone make sure to ask your questions, since we will be dedicating this time segment to answering those. So, IceWolf28282, are Wolverines going to be given better assignments in future events? Keeping up with the vehicle-borne infantry is hard. To answer that, that is ultimately dependent on your mission maker and Zeus, as they're obviously the one that determines what you'll be doing with that. I know, personally speaking, I tend to be very careful with my vehicle assets when I make missions, but I can't speak for other Zeuses or mission makers. If I recall correctly, they are basically the same damage model currently.
Yep.
Armadillo half mod, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
That's just answering what Crimson said. Okay. So yeah. Hopefully that answered your question, Icewolf. It is ultimately dependent on your Zeus or mission maker. Because obviously, each one does their own stuff, Was that a sufficient answer? Oh, you're just being mean to Center.
Wait, Center's in chat?
Center's not even here. He can't even defend himself.
He's supposed to be here. He's the freaking... He's our external relations person.
It seems to have just been busy. Which is unfortunate, but such things happen. Let's see, any other questions people have for Sentry and future things? Well, while I wait for people to ask more questions, I might as well ask one of my own. So, Sentry, Obviously, the Visceroid's planned, but what about the Fiend? Or the Floater? Are those ones going to be done, or are they off
Yes.
the table or pushed to the back?
No, they will also get be done. Yeah, also by Davarex. He also did some concept arts with the Fiend. Nero and Davarex already talked about it some weeks ago.
Alright.
Yeah, this will be also included. It's a must because it's kind of Tiberium's son. It also it is also important to have such stuff.
Question.
Indeed. They provide extra things to the world of Tiberium Sun. Go on.
Question. Is the floaters also going to be helicopters then?
No.
That would be funny, but probably not. Out of curiosity, what about the vein hole? How's that going to be done? And I saw your question, Icewolf. I'll ask that shortly. The vein hole going to be done, or because I imagine that one would be. I mean, I guess it would be a turret, but the tendrils is the hard part.
It probably spreads similarly like how Tiberium does so far.
Yeah, that's the bigger problem.
We have to think about that right now because not sure if we do it as a decal, so that it will not
It's just
eat
design.
too much. That it will not too much eat performance. Also, it should not be a problem to make damage at heavier vehicles, since you can define the mass.
If you
As example, the Tic Tank.
if you go on.
Yeah. If the Tic Tank is not deployed, it has a lower mass. So, as example, if you want with the carryall to lift it in a deployed state, it's not possible to lift it because the mass is set higher. So you can define the mass of the vehicle, and then also you can define what kind of damage the windholes could do for the vehicle. So some vehicles in Tiberium Sun did not get damage of the windholes. So
if you are open to a suggestion, you could make it a decal and then make a module to sync up to it. And make it a module that basically damages certain things in an area. One thing that Icewolf said was terrain deformation could help with the vein hole, but it'd be hard, which I do agree. Deformer is a very useful tool on that note.
But that's,
Yeah.
That's just another requirement.
Deformer could. I don't know. I have to look with my scripter. We have already talked about that. That we, as example, could do subterranean rooms and floors for the structures, because our structures, as example, the construction yard is 65 to 65 meters big. It could be possible that we add somewhere a door where you have stairs go down under the structure. So with the deformer, you will deform the terrain under the structure, and you will not see it here that something is under this structure. And probably the AI could also work if the AI passing is already done. So I don't know if it works. We have to test that. I don't know if it's as example, if you're using and you are moving the structure, I don't know what happens if all the time the terrain gets deformed.
We just see a whole line of
holes.
I
Can this be reverted?
Huh?
Can this be
Terrain-
reverted somehow? Like the
Terrain
deformation?
deformations can be reverted in Eden Editor. I'm not sure if they can be reverted during active op,
I
Okay.
think
but
there's-
I can
if
I can show that to
if
you
I
guys a
remem-
little bit later.
If I remember correctly, there are some terrain deformation scripts that can be used while in Zeus and in game rather than in
Yeah.
just Eden. But the problem is it's permanent.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it could be reverted still. Now, to go to Icewolf's question, I know this mod is based around Tib Sun, but I was just wondering if you have any plans for Skrin as variety. Is nice. Any plans for Skrin as variety is nice, is how I should have said that. So, are there any plans to have any Skrin? Because I know that while Skrin is a primarily Tiberium Wars asset, that they obviously were planned for the original CNC3, and that there were some cut concepts for Skrin and Sun and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, are there any plans to add any of them, or is that
Are we just
purely
going
off
to
the
get
shelf?
just one script that's just basically the crashed ship?
Yeah. For screen, there's only the ship you can see in the campaign. Probably someone else will do screen stuff, or you can also mix it maybe with a bit with Halo or something like that. I don't know.
That could work.
Yeah. To be honest
So,
with
no
you,
direct plans to add Skrin.
to be honest with you, someone who's going to be able to model the buzzers are going to be on top of this. And I'm not.
Whoever can make the buzzers work and actually model them, I'd be afraid of that person, I'm gonna be honest.
Well, considering there's already butterflies.
Yep. Because, definitely not an easy one, that one. And of course, Crimson asked something about interior design, but Nero already answered it, which was just whether they're going to be updated or not, which they will be, as was said before. A number of the structures that are in here already will be updated, and some of them are still being worked on. So, generally speaking, some of them will be changed up, some of them probably not by much, some of them by a lot. Because very much still a work in progress for the structures.
As you can see.
Yeah. And still here, look at that. Cheating
Yeah.
wall hack.
Wall hacks.
Yeah, I've just mentioned it that structures don't have sometimes collisions, or the most complete structure is the refinery. It is also sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does.
Gotta refine that Tib. One other neat thing that about the
shit, there's
walls,
42.
just on a slightly related tangent, the gate structure for Nod and GDI will open up to their respective forces automatically. It's really cool. Sentry here really put in the extra mile to make all this stuff work properly. And
Yeah,
as you can see, the AI
sometimes.
can even... Yeah. Sometimes they'll phase through
There we go.
doors and try to phase through walls. But it's very impressive because ultimately it was still able to do it and kind of corrected itself before it started going through that wall. But it's obviously still work in progress, the buildings. But the tunnels are much further along, as you saw in the CTF mission. So it's very impressive, very impressive.
There's also apparently 43 garrison points. Or more.
Back.
God, the whole refinery is just one whole base for this.
It's sufficiently big as it should be, given the scale of Tiberium Sun. It means that, you know, a base is a base properly.
Yeah, but 43.
As you can see, some of the building pieces
cool.
are still work in progress too. Oh, that's hilarious.
We might have a small problem for this one.
That's fine. You don't need to walk. Hey, it works! You can walk in still. It works fine. You guys are fine.
Some work. They still work wrong.
So,
Task failed successfully.
if I'm correct, there are plans to eventually add the war factory for both factions for their buildings. Their if I recall correctly, there are plans, of course, to add vehicle factories as well as later tier structures as well. Because all
Yeah.
that you see is currently just Tech 1 structures, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, Tech Level
But-
1.
Yeah. So eventually tech level 2, and I think it goes up to 4? Or is it 3?
Buildings only go to 3,
Okay.
4 for units.
Yeah, so eventually the tech level 2 and 3 structures will be in there too, like their, equivalent tech labs and war factories and all that jazz. It's just these are the only things in currently, but eventually they will be. Just to answer this question, because I'm sure some people will be thinking this, what's the sort of time frame you're thinking on for those tech level 2 structures? If you had to give like a rough estimate, do you think it'll take a few months to get the tech level 2 structures and 3 structures made, Sentry?
It goes quite fast. Most stuff is done.
Alright, that's good. So, for those watching, you may very well see some more of this stuff coming out in the future, It might take some time, but eventually you will be seeing some of the tech level 2 and 3 structures and the refinements to tech level 1 structures. Ultimately, it's very useful because now there's enough that you could, in theory, make it feel more like Tiberium Sun now with these buildings. Because all the composition props that Zeus's eye and center have made are ultimately only good at partly achieving that sort of feeling and whatnot. But it's good to finally have an actual refinery.
Oh.
Ah.
A bit too strong, I'd say.
Well, considering that it's filled with Tiberium, that actually would happen.
People asked for increasing the damage of the grenade, so...
You accidentally gave it too much damage.
Yeah, or the refinery has too low armor. Could be.
Well, considering it's filled with Tiberium, something very volatile and explosive, it should be fine. Jackal, do we have any more questions? Or...
There is one, however, it is Crimson, but my friend Crimson, he's has a question that he's kind of struggling to type out, so he's taking his time directly DMing me.
And here's these. Well, this is the snow variant of the uniforms.
I think.
You can go to Chernara's winter with this.
Also, I don't think anyone told Center when this started, by the way, because he just DM'd me and didn't realize he started yet. Oh, poor Center.
Well, he wasn't supposed to get here anyways, he said. Why would we remind her? Why would we remind him?
Well, hey, see, he wanted to be here. I told him that we're doing the playtest soon here because we're just wrapping up Q&A at this point since we'll be starting the playtest soon. On that note, though, speaking of that, Sentry, I'm going to point you to the DM I sent you with the server IP and password. I need you to at a bunch of people with that. As far as questions go, I have the last last one to answer your question really quickly, Ice Wolf, in a few moments here. We're going to be doing the playtest. The mod list was added in the discussions channel. It is a simple 5 mods, one of which being Tiberium Genesis and the other 3 being small and then a map. And we'll be hosting it soon here. I made the whole PvP mission. I'm actually quite proud of it. I will be Zeusing during that because certain things I couldn't get to work for the life of me, so I'll just be doing that manually. Okay, so Crimson's question was, with the nod tunnel system and the terrain deforming system, could you make a proper tunnel in the mountain? Which, I guess that's more of a me question. In theory, yes. However, Arma has a bad habit of...
Arma.
When you can't actually dig a tunnel through a mountain because all that'll happen is that it just moves the mountaintop because it's a technically sort of flat surface.
Just like this.
Deformed.
This happens.
Yeah. However, with enough Zeus bullshittery and magic and trickery, I absolutely could make a tunnel through a mountain with some of the rock props, you know? And
Yeah.
I know Bravo could too, for reference, Crimson, and I will attempt to make it one day to show you. You just have to do some clever planning and trickery. So yes, it is very much possible.
It's also here with these platforms.
The tunnel platforms.
Yes, I'm doing here more variants. So this is just a simple variant with the connectors to the bridge. I will do in the bridge as well more rooms. Here are example 2 tunnels. So I got here a lot of space. So doing like as example, a tunnel goes here, ends here. You have to go left, and you can go right there to the end. Or do a big room like ammunition depot, or I don't know. This is.
Why would you put an ammunition depot under a bridge?
It's just as an idea. Also, I was playing around here with such stuff. I will do some double platforms. So, as example, you can go down the stairs and you can use the complete room of this platform, and even you can go out of the platform under the water, as example, or bridges that have
Doorways outside.
Yeah, some entry points here with a ladder and some wired fence door walkway here, so you can, as example, come from the platform. You can go over under the bridge and go inside the bridge. This is just some ideas, some examples. So I'm trying just to do it modular as much as possible, that everything connects together. So the textures is just now basic, so it doesn't match, but the model itself is matching a lot. So with the modularity, you can connect everything. So you got corner outside, you got corner insides. So like here, they fit together. So you see it here. Every platform is going through the stuff here and does cornerings and fits together with the streets and the bridges and the other platforms. So without any gaps.
So through some clever mission editing, map making, and Zeus bullshittery, there will be essentially a sort of pseudo underground sort of thing going on in some mountain tunnels, Crimson. It's just obviously a bit of a trick. In reality, it's not truly perfect, but it works, you know. It actually does work, and it looks good in my opinion.
Also, we did as example one composition into the mod itself without subscribing it. You can place a example of barracks with walls around it and entries and exits inside outside. The same we can do with platforms. or even you can do that. You can also send us your composition if you want. We can implement that so everyone is able to have it already in the menu here and doesn't need to subscribe it. So same we can do with as example sandbags compositions, or if you do a bass, a simple bass or outpost, you can just make a composition. You can easily save it. You can also read how this works in the Bohemia Wikipedia, and then you can send us the file for that composition, and we can add that here in if you want. So
I'll definitely have a few compositions to send in at some point. So, on that note,
there's also that idea you can also do a complete Tiberium field already as composition. So if you don't like it to sync the modules all the time and place modules and place it with the values all the time, you can just make a composition and place it every time new.
Indeed. Now, Sentry, I have the server ready for when we start.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly do a restart on it just to make sure it's functioning properly.
I think we can start because
We've hit the first 2 time slots, and looking at the schedule, we're basically on the playtest and stream part, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, we basically just do that for the next while. So, I'm going to briefly restart the Arma server. So, Ravid, you're on that still, correct?
Yes.
So, brace for that. So, on that note, I'm going to be switching my stream's visuals to no longer cover Sentry's. Actually, do you want me to just leave it on this on the actual stream things for a little bit longer, Sentry, while I do this? Sentry?
Huh?
Do you want me to leave it on your stream for a little bit longer while I do a quick once over on my dedicated server?
What do I have to do?
Let's just cut to black.
Alright, I'm going to stop streaming your Discord thing. Copy that?
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, so back to the waiting screen with all of you. You can no longer see that stuff. And Jekyll, in the meantime, is going to quickly do a little bit of work on his end. So, just to make sure everything's running smoothly. While I'm doing that, Sentry, could you do me a favor?
What can I do?
Can you just simply put, so the IP address and password I sent you, I need you to at people with that for the playtest and explain the details of the playtest, because I don't have the permission to do that.
Wait.
And for those watching the stream, I will temporarily just put it to some music for you guys to listen to in the meantime. Can you guys in the stream hear the music?
Can you do it now?
Let me see.
I'm going to vote TG Showcase. Apparently I can vote.
Oh yeah, the mission lets you do that, so...
I'm going to vote this.
So let me get that then. Let's see.
I did use moderator now, maybe it works, I don't know.
Let's see then.
I should now drop the...
Now he will kick
Steam
everyone.
video. No, the Steam video. I'm going to drop the video now. There. And it's now raining, aka it's going to start going to laggy soon. Holy shit, that was scary.
Time for the public playtest, so you can start joining up the server for it. It's a PvP match between Nod and GDI. The details for joining the server are below.
Check.
I'm just gonna at people and off topic. Is that fine? Yes.
Is by any chance your server name is 86 Operations?
Yes, it is.
I
That is the actual name of the the unit I'm in.
I'm surprised you were able to hijack it.
Well, yeah, I pay for this server. I mean, I could do whatever I want with it. I pay $25, $27 a month for this. I can do what I want.
Fuck you guys. I do what I want.
So, let me pull up the.
Right now I shall vote with for TG
Sure.
Showcase.
Jacko, are you able to
Let's try at everyone. If it doesn't work, just oh boy, it does. By using at everyone, you're about to mention 900 plus people. Are you sure? Yes.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
And I'll just repost the actual mod list for it. I'll send it to you as well, Crimson, since I know you wanted it. It is literally just 5 mods. It is quick to download,
If you want
especially
to add,
since several of those you should already have.
if you want to add more details, you may. I added recolor for mine.
the stream is over, huh?
Yep. Well, I stopped watching your stream. I'm still streaming the playtest. You know.
You mean you're streaming my thing here?
No, we're
I'm not streaming your
we're
thing
streaming,
anymore.
I'm streaming my Arma now.
I'm getting the playtest up and ready. You know.
Mm.
All right. Revote for the mission. Sometimes it doesn't properly load it. This is a problem with my server, just in general, for some
shall
reason.
vote.
Yep. It takes a few tries. I don't know why.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and break off here then.
Alright. Seeing the thing, half mod. Hopefully you'd show up. I would like you to, because more people, and I spent a lot of time making this.
I can't really promise that. Just, I'll be off.
Alright.
Ta-ta.
Take care then. Currently, we're all muted on my Twitch stream. I'm just having music play while I get this running, you know?
And on my side, no one is watching, so I'm just leaving this hold in. Unless someone is
Well-
watching and, well, they have backside, so it did not
That's
work.
strange.
We shall vote again.
Yep. Once more, and failing that, I'll quickly do a quick check over, because I have my web console up currently, and it's currently saying, blah, 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 this object no longer exists. All the walls, the power plants, the Tiberium. I'm not sure why it's doing that, though.
Did you update the mods for the server?
It should be updated. It should be, because I told it to. Ah, okay, I see the problem.
You forgot.
The server failed to... No, I did! It failed its update, that's why. It happens sometimes, unfortunately. Sometimes it fails its update. So that is a quick fix, though, because this server's good.
hope
Sometimes it just back out of it. Sometimes the server does not properly update mods. I've had this as a recurring issue, especially with Halo mod pack.
Alright.
Because Halo mods update all the time, and so this issue is terrible in that.
I question why do they always do that.
So are we gonna use in-game comms for this event? I assume we are, because
We're both Zeusing anyways.
Yeah.
It is a PvP event.
I will be Zeusing and managing both sides to make sure vehicles are respawned because I couldn't get vehicle respawning to work for the fucking life of me.
Oh,
And
it's
I
not
already
working
have all
here.
my
Remember.
Jacko,
yeah.
probably wait we start the game. I found up here Toast has wrote a bug with uniform changing, and you get a game crash. And I think I figured out what it is. I
Toast
just have to
has.
go test and I have to update again.
All right then.
Warn your
Let's
side.
see.
Send. Notify
Because
your stream.
huh?
Jekyll, notify your stream.
I'm trying to do so. I'm
Uh,
about to inform
uh,
people. There's people in the actual off topic that I have to tell. Give
it's
me a moment.
it's just like if something is doing a game crash, I'd like to fix it permanently.
That's fair. I mean, I'll say this. It seems to be doing it with other mods, but that is fair. On that note, hold on a little bit longer, people watching the stream. Sentry is going to quickly and briefly do a quick hot fix to fix the issue. So we will be waiting a little bit longer, but shouldn't have to wait much longer.
Oh shit! We had to actually log out from ARM as well because we need to fix it.
But yeah, so on that note, though, wait a little bit longer, guys. We will be getting that up shortly. Just need a quick hot fix.
Sorry, everyone.
Well, the mission's already on there. I don't have to update anything. I just have to update the server. This is easy for me. So you guys will get to hear the Tiberium Sun music for a little bit longer. Alright. I got them told. I told people in the general chat. So, Alright. I'll be stepped away. I'm gonna go quickly do something on my end. So be right
Yeah, I'll update the mod again.
Alright, I'll be holding it on.
Yeah, game crash is not funny.
Yeah, we just currently just have our dancing Lord and Savior, Cain.
Good boy.
Our dancing Lord and Savior, Cain.
Yeah, maybe next time we should start again with testings.
Maybe
for
next
some.
time. Maybe next time we should. Maybe next time we should update the game a day early.
Oh,
We did cut it
I'm
very
sorry,
short.
but everything is standard.
Last minute changes are the best.
Last minute changes are the best, unless it's on a stream, and it's a fucking game, and it's also a showcase.
Be right back, going to smoke.
Alright, I'm just going to stand here and
I'm back, Sentry, and you said you freeze briefly after doing the update.
He's on a smoke break. Meanwhile, I just decided to just play music as well.
Fair.
Thank you, YouTube.
Indeed. I just gotta wait a little bit for the actual update to reach my server because it takes much longer for a server to realize that there's an update. Like significantly longer.
My update just completed.
You know, I think I know a way to make a fucking update faster, actually. I'm gonna just literally,
Copy pasta.
I'm gonna copy and paste my load order. And I'm just gonna DM... Ignore this load order. Ignore this load order, essentially. I'm just sending it to you to save it. Also need to fix that load order because when Tiberium Genesis updated it put it in front of CBA and that's not good.
That's going to shit all over.
Well, it won't actually. It can run fine without that. It's just I don't like seeing that. It makes me angry. And I don't want to be angry.
What the
Tiberium.
God damn it, Foxes.
I literally uninstalled and reinstalled Tiberium Genesis to make it update faster. Because the thing is, it wasn't doing slow on the update, it just didn't know that it updated. It takes longer for a server to actually query info, you know? Because it doesn't ask, it asks for it every once in a while instead of like, you know, when you queue it to. Blah 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 blah, you know, technical bullshit, yada yada yada. Copium and whatnot. I love my copium. Testing right now, so we're gonna see.
you hear me?
Yeah.
No, I can't hear you, Sentry. I'm sorry, I'm deaf.
Yeah, that's good.
We hear you.
Alright, let's see if it will load up correctly this time. Okay, yeah, it did. Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah. Alright, to those watching the stream still, it should be good now to join. And on that note, hopefully this will properly display it now. Okay, hopefully you'll be able to see Arma properly, and I am changing audio, so...
Where is the IP?
What'd you say?
Where is the IP?
In off topic, if you scroll up slightly, I'll just reply to it. I'm gonna at people one more time.
Fuck's sakes, more.
Sorry for double at. Sorry for double at.
Sorry,
I feel bad. Yeah, so, I'm of course going to join the objectively better side.
Not.
Yes.
In other words, I have to go to GDI, so people can see GDI side.
You know, the funny thing is, I didn't turn on auto balancing because I just didn't care. I also know that thing could be a bit finicky because it will force you to it, so we'll just have to try to make sure it's balanced. Okay, it's loading up properly.
Got over 10k hours of armor, but I'm not able to join. What the fuck?
That's a skill issue.
I
Yeah.
think it might actually be a skill issue. I'm sorry, Sentry.
Hi. Yeah. Oh wait, I got an idea. Go to friends. Where's the jackal? Spiel.
Cons-
Join the game.
It works.
Password 123. Okay.
It's such a beautiful password, isn't it? It's so safe and secure.
Yes.
Nobody will ever guess it.
No one is that stupid.
Oh, you'd be surprised how stupid people can be out there.
Very.
Alright, I've already confirmed one thing I need to do, but this is something I can do via Zeus,
Which is...
which is make it where people can see the arsenals more easily and actually see what they're doing.
Jackal, you got there some questions.
Hold on, where are these questions?
Yeah, I think NF Havoc is new to Arma. Because I know him from the CNC community, mostly Reborn and such stuff. He's a good guy.
Could you, let me turn down the music in game. Could you repeat that for the Jekyll? He's mildly deaf.
Huh?
I didn't hear what you said.
NF Havoc has some questions there.
Alright.
I think he's new in the Arma game. Because I know him from the CNC community. I think he's also a streamer.
The guy that just added me?
Most likely.
Because I can't see whole names because Discord makes it where it will shorten their name down for the sake of privacy, you know?
we can press the button. Don't worry.
Alright, so, this, okay, this will make it easier to see.
Well, this joining doesn't work.
Well, it is your internet's the problem.
Yeah, you might just have, internet that's just too bad to work with.
I don't know what's happening.
There's some lights for the arsenal so that you can more easily see what you're doing. For those of you curious.
Oh, should I? I forgot to press OK. I've been waiting.
Probably I should press play.
We should probably move forward.
Fuck.
Ion storm abating.
1. Rally up.
Iron
Form
storm
on me.
abating.
2.
What?
Fall back. I need ammo.
So where is Centigrade? He woke up just, but
027.
hi, I just woke
Ready
up,
for orders.
We know.
Let's see.
but he's offline now.
Ah,
There should be a keybind for push to talk. A keybind for it, however, I have mine unbound. Alright, so
Ah, now I got you.
Yes, we can hear you.
I think I'm connecting.
good.
I had my receiving volume set to 0.
Wow, what is this?
I really wish we were using TS. Good lord.
Testing, testing.
It's interference from the Scion Storm. That's the problem.
Iron storm interference. Apparently.
No, we should be able to talk to each other perfectly fine.
Testing, testing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear ya.
I can hear you.
Alright. You sound a bit, you sound like you're breaking up slightly, but I can still understand you. So I'm currently speaking on global channel. Yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you, Jekyll, perfectly loud and clear. Even though audio is just absolutely garbage.
Yeah, this is why we normally use TeamSpeak for it, but again, no one here wants to have to run like several dozen people through TeamSpeak.
Also, I think our door is having an error.
Yeah, the auto doors are just flipping up and down all the time.
That's
Doing the best you can.
Yeah, the auto doors are having a heart attack.
Some of them will have issues because they're still a work in progress. So just be mindful of that, you know?
Oh, I understand.
So, everyone in the game can hear me though, correct? With that in mind, we will be starting up shortly here. Just, wait for everybody to get loaded in and all that jazz. And so, I will say this right now. If you guys need a vehicle to be respawned after using it, just ping me or say something in chat. Preferably hit Y to ping me if you need me, alright? Because that's what I will hear. So go ahead and, like, one of you text that and just hit Y or something. Yeah, so I can hear it.
Grid 012027. Standing by.
Also, by the way to everyone, sorry, my bad, I didn't realize the music module would be this loud. Hopefully not too deafening.
We can adjust it on our end, so it's not bad.
I'm walking so slow.
Why?
I'm over encumbered. Super over encumbered.
You're a good guy.
Never mind, I'm an idiot. I thought that the in-game music was super loud. No, I still had my stream music on in the background, even if the people on the stream couldn't hear. Yeah, ignore me. I'm just an idiot. I had music playing in the background. And I thought, man, this is really loud.
Ion
No, it's
storm
just me being
approaching.
stupid.
Comes the ion storm.
How do you change the vision mode for the optic?
To answer that, you will hit the key, the greater than or less than keys, the comma and period. They will switch you through various channels. You have side, which will be your side, group for your group, direct for local, global for everybody, and command for just command.
Check. Hey, Jekyll, can I have some
I read.
ATVs?
Could you repeat that?
Can I get some ATVs over here?
Yeah, sure, I'm fine with that. Not strictly GDI vehicle, but I think it's such a simple thing. Also, for reference GDIs, your area is a bit more sectioned out. As you'll notice, there's an area for vehicles, in your actual barracks. You also have a refinery, a GDI hospital, and your actual objective of keeping the local government safe. If you check your tasks by hitting M and clicking the task tab, you'll see all of your objectives. You all got me? Those are all of your tasks and all the things. It is ultimately up to you guys how you organize and how you handle things. I forgot to set up the triggers for these tasks, so when one is completed, just ping me. For example, if GDI destroys the NOD AA base, or if NOD destroys the GDI hospital, just ping me, and I will take a note of it, you know?
Are we doing bug reports yet?
If you find a bug, just go to the Discord and type it in the bug report section. That's the whole purpose of a bug playtest, you know, to find them. So go ahead and report them as you find them. All right? Send. Wait, I just say that in one sec.
It's looking like it's just the 4 of us for right now.
So, the stamina thing I left alone because I was not sure if I should add remove stamina or not. This is just actually default stamina settings.
Ion
So it
storm
could be
abating.
it could be less than ideal. I don't think I can change that unfortunately, but thankfully it doesn't like take super long to recover.
You generally don't want your encumbrance bar higher.
Normally I just run with remove stamina though, so I honestly am not sure how to feel with it. I just didn't want to
Thank you for letting me know, because I can't even run.
Alright. I just tried to keep the number of mods minimal for the sake of the playtest. So I wasn't sure what to and to not add, so I just erred on the side of caution. So sorry about that, guys.
How do you change vision modes on the optic?
You should be able to check for the keybind for that, if I recall correctly. It just provides you outright, so you can actually walk around.
That door is gonna get somebody killed. Ice, we talk, but we can't hear you.
Rally up.
Hey, Ice.
Rally up.
No, still can't hear you.
Check your mic. Maybe it's muted.
Huh?
No, I'm talking chat in the game.
Are you are you GDI?
Yeah,
Where are you?
I'm hidden.
I see a EMP cannon.
I fucked off. I
So
literally
to
fucked off
further
the
explain
juggernaut.
to everybody, like I said, if you check your tasks section, you'll see each of your tasks. So, both sides have ultimately 4 goals total. I accidentally forgot to put down one of the task markers for Nod, but it's very straightforward, which is to say, Nod needs to kill the local government and destroy the GDI base. And as secondary objectives, Nod wants to capture the blue Tiberium and destroy the GDI hospital. Whereas GDI needs to kill the Nod sympathizers and destroy the Nod base, capture the blue Tiberium field, and destroy the Nod anti-air FOB. So, with that in mind, pursue these objectives as you see fit, work together or not. That's basically all. Try to playtest as much as you can, and if you find bugs, note it down, you know?
5. Return to formation.
Ice, I may not be able to hear you, but do you want to team up and stuff?
Form on me.
I'll take that as a yes. I'm gonna try this janky ass Wolverine out, so I'll accompany you.
Nice. I've got a bunch of disc grenades, so you wanna hop in there when things get going off. You wanna hop in the hop in this thing, and we'll like hit the nod AA fob. We gotta get things started now.
1. Fall back.
Yeah, I guess so. I think we should try and take that Tiberium first. Somebody's already deployed Titan. Or yeah, if you guys want to try and sneak in and blow up their SAMs, that way we can use our air assets without too much trouble.
Yep, that's what I suggested. Let's get going, guys.
Why does not he hear the Eva voice instead of the Cabal voice?
Because the Iron Storm.
I was able to listen the cable voice.
We accidentally.
I heard the Eva voice, and I'm currently in a Devil's Tongue on the ground.
Ah,
Is there a chance that we
So,
might
to
have
further
accidentally
explain,
built it backwards?
Tiberium is the ions we're gonna roll in. Could you repeat that, Bradley? Or better yet, since you're very staticky on my end, could you type it in chat?
Tank, 1 click, north. 5. Rally up.
Nice. Follow this road, and we will get to a village, and we'll cross the river there.
yeah, I crossed it too, and my buggy is in the water. No, my buggy is underwater.
Return to formation. One, regroup.
Oh no.
Five, return to formation. One, regroup.
Ion storm abating.
5. Fall back.
Hey, is there anyone defending the local government office?
1. Form on me.
We're trying, but the walkers janked out and we all got killed.
Roger.
Return to formation.
Thanks.
Rally up.
We have a stealth tank on the local government objective.
Form on me. One. Form on me. Form on me. One. Form on me.
So I might as well mention this to air pilots. While it's not sustainable in the slightest, if you spam the ever-loving shit out of your flares at sea, you have a decent chance of at least disengaging anti-air. However, it will probably not last long enough for you to accomplish like any specific objectives. It might.
How do you slow down? I'm at like 800 miles an hour and I cannot slow this jet down.
Generally, if you're trying to slow down an air vehicle, usually it's just about how you maneuver it. If it's a helicopter, which these are based off of helicopters, so generally pointing your nose up will help you start to bleed speed. It's not perfect.
No, I keep speeding up. Like I'm going 900 miles an hour now. No matter what I maneuver, it just keeps speeding up.
Hey, will the incoming ion storm depower enemy base defenses?
I am no longer actively in combat, so could you repeat that, Vaughn, or type it out in chat, because based on those radius systems, it's just bad.
5. Regroup.
I see, okay, I see. So, in this case, to try and slow it down, there should be a method.
Fall back.
If you hit the ground,
I just bounced off the ground at 1,000 miles an hour and I'm still alive.
I mean, that's one way to slow down. Generally,
and now I am alive again, right?
If you hit X, you'll turn on auto hover, and it might help with that, you know? So, let's see.
Juggernaut, please cease fire on the...
Okay, so...
infantry support's coming up.
Taking fire!
Yes.
I'm taking our base.
What?
Grid 0, 1, 0, 2, 7. 1, form on me! Grid 0, 1, 2, 0, 2,
Okay.
7. 5, return to formation! Waiting. Ready. Awaiting orders. Waiting. Ready. Waiting. Ready. Ready for orders.
Are you showing here?
Do we have any?
We've got railguns, those are internal.
Form on me.
Ion storm
Form on
abating.
me.
Still a lot of missiles in the base, I think.
Man down! One, fall back.
Hey, Jekyll. Either are these base turrets supposed to be manned or AI?
They're AI. Most of them are SAM sites, but there's like one or two RPG and anti-infantry ones in there.
Well, I was about to say they're doing Jekyll.
Most of them are SAM sites, that's why. The reason being is if they were, the Banshee would be a nightmare. But, yeah, it seems like some of them are just totally gone. I guess they were destroyed. But, yeah. Nod is also generally kind of a good to fight against,
rocket base.
we have like several things that make it kind of useless, but not at the same time. Because I will tell you right now, if we get in the way of,
Stealth take somewhere at that base.
if we get in the way, the sight of those, turrets for long enough, we will die. Also, funnily enough, no one's killed any of your, NPC guys yet, so, they are currently, still all alive, so you're still doing pretty good on your objectives, actually.
I don't know. What are the prerogatives for respawning people?
So just simply ask me and I shall respawn. So what do you need to spawn?
All of our air stuff. Someone played them all.
What did you say, Sentry? Alright, you've been resupplied, quote unquote.
And most of our... Actually, never mind.
Oh, yeah. Kevin killed things good.
You saw what I said, right, Anna?
Ion storm approaching.
The one thing I like about the mechs is the fact that they self-right.
Oh yeah,
They
that's really
didn't for
nice.
me, man. Jesus.
The status on the juggernaut that was attacking the air defenses.
Yeah.
One thing to do, though, the mechs can't break down the walls of the town, so push through them.
They can or can't? If I'm correct, you are able to, it's just very finicky.
It literally did that earlier.
I've managed it once or twice, but those walls might be inadequate. The profit stock might just not be
It literally shoots us in the air and then autocorrects for our stabilization picture.
Yeah, then it must be the profit stock. Probably won't be like that. Or it might be the model just being too finicky.
Ion storm abating.
Try and take out those sympathizers.
Because I see you shoot at me, don't shoot at me, I gotta help set you real quick.
I don't know how to heal people.
Hey Jekyll, these different visions are very weird.
Indeed they are. Plus I was trying to help Sentry when you shot me.
What?
I was
Says I should be down. Feel free to go in with the bomber.
So I was trying to help Sentry because he was flipped. Sentry, where are you? Let me help you. Get out of it real quick. It should be good. From the looks of it, there's only a singular local government official left alive. If that one guy can be killed, it basically counts as objective completion for Nod. For one of the main objectives.
I'd like some clarification if GDI has destroyed the non-sim sites. Because it looks pretty level last time I checked.
The non-sim sites are leveled, I just can't complete the task marker. So it counts as done. You've got to count that. One time. GDI has successfully killed non-sympathizers.
God, I love how crusty this playtest is. I wish I was able to get the bind system to work, but sadly I couldn't for the life of me, you know?
Ion storm approaching.
Devil's Tongue amazing.
Rally up. Grid 012027. Waiting.
Local government guy still alive?
Oh! Oh boy!
Formation.
Oh! I caught that. That was beautiful.
I think GDI should load up like 3 people, 2 or 3 people in the Mammoth, and then charge directly at the Nod base. It's up to you. I was just sitting here at the Blue Tiberium for almost half an hour.
Ion storm abating.
Jackal, where's my mech?
If you redeploy back to your base and respawn there, you'll see this thing. You're very much gonna want your whole team in it because it is a big. But yeah, if you respawn at your base, you'll see it. It's massive.
Dude, it looks like an AT-AT almost.
It really does.
Think ahead. Ice and I are gonna be...
It's got all the weapons you could ever want, so, yeah.
Strategy gun. Alright, who else wants to be in the Mammoth tank? Are we going straight to the Nod base?
You have like multiple weapons on that thing, so like I said, you get your whole team in there, it will be a fun time.
I understand, but our team is doing other things. Yo, little one, get in. You have to go to the center, go underneath it, and then get in.
I'm gonna do the smart thing and just actually drive there manually. then submerge when I'm closer, because holy fuck, it's so
Jackal,
slow.
I think you might currently doing big driver.
Yeah,
I got that.
is it
Yeah.
stuck?
No, we're struggling to get into it.
Oh yeah, that thing's a bit finicky to get into. It's like around the legs, like one of them specifically that you have to get into.
The person that is
Also,
next to me, person that is on the ground, go to the front left leg. That's where I was able to access it.
I think it's aircraft respawn at GDI base.
So exactly is controlling what, so I know where to point.
I'm on left side, ice is on right side railgun.
Okay, who's on the chin now?
I think that's me.
Alright, who's on the left side? Alright, someone tell me the objective. What are we doing? Are we just heading straight to their base?
I think, yeah, go to their base. I think it's pretty clear to everything else.
Two, return to formation.
Can't this thing be airlifted? I forgot.
Technically, yes, but I don't think the carryalls are working right now.
Yeah, and the rocks are being a bit.
So yeah, you might want to try to stick to like roads and stuff. Oh dear God.
Yeah,
We're on, it's the walls.
Front, left, right front of us.
That big tank is gone. There you go, Jack. Listen up.
We probably really want to try to stick to roads. These rocks are going to be the end of us.
So, Jekyll, there is one slight issue.
What'd you say?
There's a double spawn.
Its collision with other objects is hilarious.
Oh yeah, it's funny how it handles.
Hey, at least with Arma, the trees aren't being an issue. I think that's one of Mars. Take it.
Yeah, but it's been here for a while. Oh, sweet Jesus.
Ion storm approaching.
We have need of an ice stuck. Right, this flip. Never mind.
Self-rating activated.
It's too terrified right now to see that thing in the distance.
Left side.
Turn us left now.
Kill it.
I don't see it anymore.
Yeah, that was definitely a cook-off we saw. Let's get moving again.
Let's go take the capture the blue Tiberium.
2, rally up.
Let's go to spawn your new one on the cover.
Behind air units, left side.
There's like it on there.
Good job.
Alright, good job whoever managed to get it. Let's keep moving.
So, we decided to move the knob.
Oh, I can shoot under us, behind us, under the legs. We got a vehicle to our slight left somewhere.
Keep us moving.
If I go into the artillery, how do I access the artillery computer?
I'm not sure about other sentry, but I haven't had being flung into the stratosphere yet. At least out of the blue.
Ion storm abating.
Okay, turn us a bit to the right.
I think we got it.
Confirmed enemy stealth tank down.
So with the stealth tanks, do you just have to shoot the general area and hope you hit it?
Well, yeah, if they fire, they deep cloak as well.
2, 4.
Well, what I noticed with the showcase, they were able to shoot while stealth.
I think there's also a time limit on it. Like they can only keep it active. Something else on sensors.
We have a problem. Come up on the river.
Yo, this is gonna be an
Jackal,
interesting
bust in.
river.
Jackal, how does this
Got a
thing
fight.
handle the rivers?
How does it what?
How does it handle with
That
rivers?
bike should be somewhere in front of us.
I'm not sure yet. I mean, if you hit the river and you're not able to cross it, I'll just manually move you across it, you know? If I have to. So if you need me to manually move you across the river,
That's right.
We just walked right across it,
Oh, you were able to cross. That is scary. I just saw you just walk across. Goodness.
Coming to our front.
Sentry, responded. I didn't see it in the refinery before bullshit. I know that one's gone.
How the fuck is this thing still alive?
I don't know.
2, regroup.
There he is.
There you
Go.
go.
We've got to get to the enemy base.
Fine.
Just keep us moving.
Yeah, sure, which thing?
One of the power plants. Power plant.
Ricochet was shot, by the way.
The guy in the bucket, just start heading those power plants if you can. Also turn it around. To far right.
Got it, already readjusted.
There's a tick tank in front of the enemy base.
Alright, I'm back now. I had to step away briefly.
Did we get that vehicle?
Keep turning right.
There's an air vehicle behind us.
Right, turn around. Keep us going towards the base. Go. Turn us right. Turn us right more. We need more right. We need more right. Tick tank. Driver, can you use third person mode so you actually know?
I'm staying right, I'm turning right.
Oh, right below us.
Got it. Tick tank destroyed.
Hell shooting our ass.
It's the laser turrets.
I gotta go
You
around.
gotta go around the town. You can't go through.
2, regroup.
There's a vehicle guy. Jekyll, that is the one issue with using the bigger vehicles. We cannot just like.
What'd you say, Buck?
We can't like plow through walls or anything. But then,
Well, the walls are destructible. You've actually managed to destroy them.
no,
Yeah,
they're
it's
immortal.
very hit or miss.
Sam operator switch into the railgun turret. Take over the Sansi switching to railgun turret.
Do I need to adjust once you guys?
Okay, I just made sure the non-structures had at least at the
Focus
Turn
on
to our
the
left.
laser.
Celtic power plant car, but I'm pretty sure once you destroy the other side.
Vehicle. Vehicle underneath us.
Ion storm approaching.
Attack bike. Hey, who's ever in the missiles stand side seat, switch to the railgun seat for the search light. So I can man the missiles. Thank you.
Can't get this thing to work.
We're out of destroyed it, but we have left it these 2.5 mods eventually. And if not, I'll just eventually destroy them after we hit them enough times.
Guys, use your railguns. I'll kill the infantry. Focus on the
Vehicle front, left, out, front, right. Into the field. Coming towards us right now. Right side, dropping. Infantry, right left side, dropping. Sunny and
I jumped out of the mix to try and grenades on the power plant. I need help.
Focus down this way.
I think we can all agree that GDI is thoroughly thrashed us. Oh god, those
Helicopter sky, helicopter sky.
of their HP, they have a 3%.
I think GDI has won this, so I'm gonna end scenario here and get it ready for your scenario. Alright, Sentry?
Yeah.
That was fun though, I enjoyed that.
Ion storm approaching.
Can I safely say GDI is superior?
Yeah, I think it's safe to say GDI won this.
I'm gonna be switching it to CTF, guys, so just wait a little bit, alright? I'm gonna bring it down and put it back up with CTF. Y'all got that?
Yep.
Oh, you're getting off?
Yeah, I'm heading off now.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Right.
No capture the flag?
No, I'm.
I mean, I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm going off now. Have fun,
Uh-huh.
guys. It's 3 a.m. in the morning, that's why.
Ah.
Right. See you, everyone.
Take care. It was fun.